Hotep Abed, peace family. It's your boy Superstar ASAR with day number 23 of my daily vlog. Peace family. Today we're just going to be talking about some black economics, right? And this is just my personal opinion. You know what I mean? Now that people are getting more aware of themselves, more knowledge of self, more Sankofa, it's a consciousness, you know what I mean, going on. We are now thinking more along the lines of social economic development in our community, right? And we now are pushing, you know, more for support black business, buy black, you know what I'm saying, whoop-de-whoop. And I 100% approve that message, right? But the only thing that we need to straighten out about the message is, I know that most of the time when people think about opening clothing companies, and myself included, everybody wants to design clothes. Right, everybody wants to. That's the only business we can seem to come up with in our community. Excuse me, is designing clothing, which is cool. Nothing wrong with that, but everybody can't be. It can't be just 1,000 black businesses of clothing designers, right? What we need to do is be honest with ourselves and realize, simple and plain, sit back and think to yourself, what is it that black people spend their most money on, right? Now this is fucked up because statistically showing black women spend the most money on weave, right? It's $1 billion industry, right? But who we getting the weave from? Who the women getting our queens getting the weave from? The goddamn Koreans and Vietnamese and shit, right? No diss to them, no shade to the Asians, but I'm just saying, that's one thing, right? It's $1 billion corporation. Another thing that black people pour their money into without thinking about is the fucking church. Think about, now we love income tax time. We spend, we fuck the commas up, we throwing around, we playing with money. We thumbing through the check. Income tax time, right? But what do we do when we get that money? We take that income tax money and give it right back to the motherfucking white man, right? We go to the stores instead of going to each other, because it's a little network of black people out here who have wholesale shit that they sell, but you would rather buy it from the fucking white man though. You know what I mean? So another thing that we spend money on, like I just said, blindly, is the church. Imagine if, fuck income tax time, imagine if you can get all your tithes back that your grandma, your great grandma, your granddad, all of them to put into the church every month, or however they pay their 10% or whatever they make. Now some people making 20, 30, 40,000 a year. Now, if they really, truly about their Christian life, you got to think some people is actually putting that much money into the church. That's why the preacher riding the Benz or Jaguar or clean ass lack, and you walking or driving a guy to get the gills, or no shade, the guy to get the gills, because our own family, we use that, but I'm just giving you an example. You know what I mean? So, you got weave and you got the church, right? What do black men spend most of their money on? Right? Sneakers, fucking Newports, and you know what I mean? So realistically speaking, it seems like if we want to get rich and we sit down and think about what most black people spend their money on, we need to be out here selling some weave and some Newports. Now that shit might sound fucked up because we still killing our community with that shit, but at least the money will be going back into the community. For the last decades, umpteenth decades, that money going into the damn Newport cigarettes, the Black and Mild, the weave, the nail shops and shit, whatever the fuck. On a weekly basis, thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars nationwide, we could be making that money and putting it back into our own community. That way we can build schools, we can develop land and shit like that, because right now, if we spending all our money with other people, then we're not seeing any residuals of that. Now, going forward, my next point about black economics is what I touched on at the beginning of this vlog, saying that it seems like as black people, when we say buy black or support black, I'm not shitting on anybody who's a designer. All the designers should link up and create one mega corporation like Polo or some shit like that, instead of it being 1,500 mom and pop, you know what I'm saying, clothing lines. All the designers should get together on some unity shit, and you know what I mean, develop one major clothing line that black people can feel good about investing in. The quality, you know what I mean? All that shit, right? Then we need to start opening up some stores and jam packing them shits with consumer goods that black people love to spend their money on, right? Black men, we spend our money on New Era hats, J's, jeans and shit, right? Women spend their money on weave, nails, lashes and shit. Now, I don't condone any of that. I hate all that shit. But I'm saying, while we living in the diaspora of the hells of North America, we need to be investing our money into that so we can take that first step to boosting up our economic system. Because like I said on a previous vlog, people in our community think first about education. Fuck education, because the education we getting comes from the fucking cracker anyway, right? So the first thing we need to develop, which we never have thought about developing, is the goddamn economics. Once we develop the economics, then we can use the economics to buy motherfucking politicians that have our interests in mind, right? Fuck trying to believe that they for the people. We gonna buy them bitches, have them on our payroll. Once we get them on our payroll, then them motherfuckers can go into the courts with our agenda in mind and start fucking with the judges and get the police department on our team, because the police department just the goons who are they're the goons for the lawmakers and shit, basically. You know what I'm saying? And I'm guaranteeing you this is something I want you to research right here. You go into every heavily populated black community and you check out how many police are black versus white. You know what I mean? You're gonna go in the ATL and it's gonna be probably like goddamn over 60% of the police, shit, over 70% of the police is fucking white. So they don't have a connect to the community, to the people there. Just like the thing that happened in Ferguson, right? The Ferguson tragedy was fucking terrible. And when the riots broke out, which was expected, the motherfucking police there, it was only like out of, I think 75 unis, everyday cops, it was only 3 fucking black cops in a predominantly black area. So, keeping this under 10 minutes. Black economics, buy black, yes, by all means, do that. But we're still at the beginning stages of what we need to decide is what we buying as black, right? And now we need to think about, what do black people spend all their money on? Alcohol, cigarettes, weave, nails, hats, J's, shit like that, right? Because there's nothing for black men to come together and say, you know what, instead of 200 niggas being in line to buy the J's for 200 a pop, we can take that money that one time, put it together, go to China, to the motherfucking factory, and actually rub elbows with the Chinamen who producing this shit, and we can get them for the wholesale. Trust me, I've done it before. I used to sell snapbacks. I used to get a bundle of like 40 snapbacks for the low. You know what I'm saying? Sell them for the dub before snapbacks even got popping. That's what I'm telling you. So once we figure out what we all want to invest in, and I know some people gonna be like, oh, you helping to kill the community. Well, shit, goddamn it, the community is dying. We still smoking blacks. We still smoking the hell out of Newports. Our women still wearing the fuck out of weed. If they gonna do that shit until they stop, why don't we be the ones who produce, manufacture, and distribute that shit, right? Even now with the new conscious boom, like I said, most sisters are going toward the natural look. And just a little quick joke on that, when people say the natural, I think it's funny as fuck, because it's just natural, because that's the hair that you came out of your mama's vagina with. You came out your mama's pussy, excuse my friends, you came out your mama's vagina with that hair. That's the only reason it's natural. You know what I'm saying? No bottle of juice, no bottle of chemical can make your hair natural. It's just your own foot. Like, these my natural eyebrows right here. You feel what I'm saying? They're my natural mustache. So that's what I'm saying. But aside from that, support black business. We can't just be running around here with 1,000 goddamn RBG clothing companies. You know what I'm saying? We need some smart brothers to develop some technological shit, because that's who we are. We need some brothers to crunch some numbers on some statistical shit. We need some brothers to start manufacturing technology such as cell phones. We can come out with our own iPhone that's fresher, thinner, do more shit. You know what I'm saying? We can come out with apps. We can come out with fucking all types of shit that's $1 billion corporations. Not just no small time shit. And on the small time shit, we can be selling the weed, the cigarettes, the fucking, you feel me? All that shit too at the same time. But we need more people. When we say buy black, we need somebody to come up with a black fucking car company. Fire ass design for a car that got my eye on the front of it with a wing spread, you know what I'm saying? Fire ass El Kebulon 500 or some shit. Or, you know, I'm just throwing these ideas out here for y'all, just make you open your mind and think about this shit. Alright, we need more brothers that's willing to design ways of transportation. New modernized airplanes and shit. Homes. Fuck being a real estate agent. Let's find out how we can start developing the new architecture like we developed the old architecture that's still standing here today after 1,000 fucking years. It's inside of our DNA. We can do this shit. So, on some black economic shit, stay black. In the words of my boy, Seti, arm yourself with knowledge, bang on this beast daily. In the words of your boy, the God, Superstar ASAR, Sankofa or fucking die. Much love to y'all. Shem, M, Hotep, Nefer. Peace, family.